What's going on, everyone? Dude with the blank canvas here. Tonight what I am working on is a 10 by 20 canvas, and I'm going to be doing what I've been doing a lot recently. I've kind of dubbed it the chaos pour, and it's basically where I just take all the paints, dump them onto the canvas. I don't do a straight line anymore. I don't do anything, and then I just take the hair dryer, my little teeny tiny travel hair dryer right here, blow it all over the canvas, and it usually yields a really beautiful result. And I have a few over there. I have several over there that have been drying for a little while now, and I have made so many videos. I have probably made 20 something videos so far, and I uploaded one of them, and it didn't quite sync. It didn't work properly. It didn't work out the way that I was hoping. So I'm going to go back, formulate a couple of things, throw up the old videos that I had already filmed with no audio or anything in them, just kind of like short little 2-minute videos. You know, the paint going down of my first technique, which I'm still going to do, which is the straight line sort of Dutch pour. This is a chaos pour, and it's basically just a chaotic way of putting paint all over the canvas and making something beautiful. I did one last night, and it was absolutely gorgeous. Tonight, and they're always dark. I always do my paintings. I don't know why they're so dark. I always use the Acrylic purple or a phthalo blue for the base color. You want it to be pretty dark. Today I am going to use a dark base, but then the rest are going to be pastel colors. This is inspired by my mom. She asked me to work on something that was a little bit more, would kind of welcome spring in. You know, we want spring. It's the middle of winter right now. We're just wanting to welcome spring in. So let me get into what those colors are right now. I have them in a little dollar store caddy right here. I have phthalo blue, what I call Puffy's pink, which is my grandmother's favorite color right here. It's rose pink, and then I have light blue. I have light rose. These are the same. They are Liquitex. And then I have Naples yellow. So the Naples yellow and the light blue are both Artist Loft. These two are Liquitex. The phthalo blue is Artist Loft, and so is my metallic white is Artist Loft as well. Mixed, so it's basically one container of paint is 4 ounces. Is usually when you get them, they're about 4 ounces. And you mix that with double the amount of Floetrol, which is 8 ounces of Floetrol, 4 ounces of paint, and then a couple ounces of water. Sometimes it's just only an ounce, maybe at the most, of water you put in here to get the consistency so that it sounds like if you're gonna be mixing, like putting sour cream on something, like you want that kind of consistency, as weird as that sounds. But these are my colors for right now, and I have them on a riser right here. I have my canvas rather on a riser right here, a couple of them right here. It's not a blank canvas right now. I was touching up an old painting, and I was using a makeup just sort of blotting tool or whatever, and I was just blotting it off on here. And I have to be super careful because my hair dryer, my ring light, which, funny story about the ring light, the reason I haven't done videos in a while is because this ring light's covered in acrylic paint. I made a painting for a client, and then the next one next to it was for me, and I moved my ring light, and I turned my head, came back, and the ring light was on top of the painting, not the one for the client, thank God, the one that was in front of me that I have. It's somewhere down there. I just was using test varnish on it, so I wanted to see how that was going to turn out. Turns out the varnish that I was using was not a good one, so it took me months to figure it out, but I have a really good varnish now. I'm excited about it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get started, and with this you need a decent amount of paint. With painting and all this, it's all a learning curve, and if you see this and it's crooked, just know that it's not. It's just my camera is all messed up, and it's late. You know, I'm just doing this for fun. So here we go. I'm going to get started. Now I have my phthalo blue here. Like I said, the first color is going to be dark. And the reason I'm using the phthalo blue is because I don't necessarily want a whole lot of green, because I'm using this yellow and it's going to give me a really pretty, green. I don't want a whole bunch of it. That's why I'm going to start with the blue on the bottom and then put the yellow on top. And I just purchased, and also I'm wearing gloves. I never wear gloves, but I have been having terrible problems with my skin and washing my hands so much from painting and everything. Gloves so much easier, so it makes it a hell of a lot easier for me. And if I make a mess, I can actually go wash the gloves off and start fresh. So I just bought a brand new one of these phthalo blues, new container, or I should say, and I'm just going to spritz it on all over here, and I'm going to come back a couple of times with this color and puddle in some areas. Now mind you, I didn't have a whole lot left in here. Didn't have much left, so I'm just using what I would say is the equivalent of like an ounce or two. Okay, so there's really not much left in there, so I do have to redo that. Excuse me. Puffy's pink now. Now I don't know if these color combos are going to work, what I did is I went online and typed in red and blue color combo, and I have note cards over here. Grab those and how many do I have here? Blue, don't want to lose you. Oh, this blue is beautiful. It's just a basic phthalo blue. Okay, so I have 3 pages here with different color combinations and things on them, and I just need a couple more colors to be able to get to, be able to do all these. But the one that I'm working on tonight, where is it? It is the coral, peach, Naples yellow, light blue, and dark blue. So that's what I'm working with here, and then the white, metallic white is a cell activator, if you will. And I just learned a lesson tonight. I've had paint saved for a long time now, and I went to go open the cup up that I hadn't saved them, and they were so dried up. And I'm like, if I waste, I waste. It's not the end of the world. I hate waste. Oh, you guys don't know that I hate waste. In my other videos that I've never released, I talk about the fact that I hate waste. I think everybody hates, wasting paint, because it's not cheap. It's not free, by a stretch of the imagination. It is expensive stuff. So, and I'm going heavier with the pink because it's for my mom. She likes herself some pink. So do I. My all-time favorite color is right here. This light blue, I bought 2 of them because I love it so much. 6.5 minutes, whatever. I'm gonna edit the sound out. I might not, who knows. We'll see how I'm feeling that day. I'm already really liking this. Now the point is you want to get enough paint onto this canvas so that when you're blowing it out, there's really no gaps or anything. Yeah, because most times when people do a pour like this, they put the paint in cups. I do not have time for that. They thin it out a little bit. The first time I ever did that, it yielded an awful result. Awful. So this is how I do it now. And this is my first time using light rose, so it might be a little bit in the cap here, so give me 1 second. Okay, we're good. Now it's a little bit different than the, you can see the contrast between the pink, the rose pink, and then the light pink. Light rose pink is it's peachy, it's really pretty. I like it a lot. Okay. And I'm going to blow out, obviously, so towards the outside there. I'm going to make designs with the hair dryer, hopefully. If that doesn't work, it doesn't work. And this Naples yellow. And like I said, do me a favor and just waste the paint. Whatever falls off is going to fall off. And what might happen here is the sides might not get covered, so I'm going to have to, off camera, go back through and make sure, just get my sides all covered. Now let's get our yellow onto here. What I like about Naples yellow, it's a very muted yellow. It's not an in-your-face, loud yellow like the neon one that I have to my right. Not a whole lot of this cup to the edges. And this might look, this consistency might look a little bit thick, but it is actually the perfect consistency. Just a little more blue on top of this. Now, again, I said I didn't want too, that mixing, but just like this is not going to create, any big deal. And now, the metallic white, which is going to help pull up the cells. If we get any. And this is where you can kind of go in, fill in those little gaps if there's anything in the middle. Okay. Now I'm going to pop the air bubbles. Is that going to come out? Okay. Okay, air bubbles are popped. Now basically what we're going to do here is we're going to take the hair dryer and I'm going to go in, using it, I go backwards. Take this all the way out, and I'm going to blow it around, off the sides. I'll show you what it looks like when it gets there. It takes a few minutes for me to do this. The hair dryers are going to get super duper hot. I have to be as careful as possible because everything is connected to this, one cord right here. So I'm going to get my sleeves prepared, get myself prepared. It's going to be beautiful. And even if it's not, it is. I dragged the hairdryer right through it. I make that mistake every single time, and I don't have any alcohol wipes down here. I love it. I absolutely love it. The only thing I'm going to have to do is go over the sides to make sure that I have everything here. It is just, can't wait to take you in for a close-up. There are no cells whatsoever, none. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the sides. I'm going to use the blowtorch to try and pop up any cells, and I will show you the final result once we're there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. There's just all these different, it's beautiful. It's calm in the chaos. There's no green, but it made some absolutely gorgeous like I thought it was going to. These colors just overlaid. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I'm going to finish the edges, and I will show you the final product once it's done. Hope you guys enjoyed. And there are some cells starting to pop out, so we're going to see what's going to happen here. I'm very happy with this. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will take you in for the finished product once it's done. This is, I can't even begin to put into words. This is absolutely perfect. I love this piece right here. The details are just absolutely just beautiful. You look at all this. This is why I call it, this is the chaos pour. It's just, I call it the calm and the chaos, just because you can find beauty in anything, and I could spend hours looking at this right here. So this is the finished product. This is the light blue, the phthalo blue, Naples yellow, rose pink, and light rose pink. It's absolutely gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it. Let me know what you guys think.